We start at the Royal Rumble 2023.
Ooh.
Throughout the Rumble match, various AEW stars enter, though none have been announced. Miz stands in the ring and makes the final three. Suddenly, a masked wrestler jumps on the apron and wraps a scarf around his face. Blinded and distracted, he is dumped over the ropes and is eliminated. The masked man escapes through the crowd. The next night on Raw, Miz comes out and says he knows exactly who it was, and so does the audience. MJF's music hits, and out he comes with the Pinnacle. MJF applauds Miz, saying he's a legend in the business, or at least as close to a legend as can come from Cleveland. Miz calls MJF a Mike Mizanin wannabe and says Junior needs to sit down. MJF says he never sat down for the real world, and he's not sitting now.
Nah.
But he would like to sit down with the missus. Miz flies into a rage and storms up the ramp to fight MJF. Instead, he is met by Shawn Spears, who fights him back to the ring and throws up the 10. Spears and Miz wrestle a solid match, with Miz picking up the win. Meanwhile, MJF is greeted by Vince McMahon in the back and welcomed to WWE. MJF smiles and says, "Yeah, I'm not here to sign," and walks out.
Classic.
Miz continues to face members of the Pinnacle, losing handicap matches to FTR and a 3-on-1 handicap to FTR and Spears. After each loss, Miz becomes more desperate, especially since MJF always comes out to taunt him. He keeps talking about how Maurice would probably be better with a rich, successful young guy like him instead of an old, washed-up C-list actor like Miz. Miz gets frustrated and challenges MJF to a tag team match at Elimination Chamber. Or we can call it No Way Out.
It's no way out.
It's no way out. MJF agrees and says Miz can bring anyone he wants. But MJF wants to let Miz know, I like to keep my friends close and your friends closer. At Elimination Chamber, MJF and Miz come out first before introducing their partners. With Miz in the ring and MJF on the stage, MJF tells Miz he found an old friend who wanted to be elite with him. John Morrison, now going by Johnny Elite, along with Taya Valkyrie, come out to team with MJF. They hit the ring and stare at Miz. Miz starts laughing towards a confused Johnny and MJF. He then points to the stage, and here comes Wardlow, MJF's former friend, who has since won the TNT title.
Nice.
The match goes 20 minutes, but MJF and Miz never face off. Eventually, FTR hits the ring and attacks Miz and Wardlow, ending the match in DQ and severely injuring Wardlow.
Okay.
As the Pinnacle and Johnny Drip Drip leave, Miz grabs a microphone and says, wait, you stole my gimmick, you stole my friend, but I'm going to take the one thing that means the most to you, that ring. You and me, WrestleMania.
Okay.
MJF laughs and accepts. MJF comes out on Raw and says he thought about the terms of the WrestleMania match. He's willing to put the ring on the line, but not without something in return. He calls Miz out to the stage, and Miz heads out looking very beat up. Clearing his throat, he asks MJF what he wants in return. MJF says simply, if you lose, you retire. At first, Miz says no, but then MJF tells him to go ask your hot wife if she wants a bigger ring from you or me. Furious, Miz says done and leaves. So it's set. MJF versus Miz. Winner gets the ring, and Miz must retire if he loses.
Please retire.
Yeah. At WrestleMania, MJF mocks Miz's entrance, complete with a model that looks like Maurice.
Okay.
Miz, with the real Maurice, comes out to all the pomp and circumstance of Hollywood, because this WrestleMania is WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood. Pyro, whole 9 yards. The match starts with a lot of chain wrestling, neither man able to get the advantage. They hit all of their normal moves, but stay with each other through the whole thing. At one point, the Pinnacle tries to get involved, but enemies turned allies come down to help Miz. John Cena, Rey Mysterio, and Randy Orton. And Michael Nakazawa for some reason.
Yes.
Morrison tries to get involved, but is yanked down and slapped by Maurice. She berates him for being his best friend and turning on him. He feigns hitting her, which distracts Miz. MJF grabs Miz from behind and hits the salt of the earth. 1, 2, 3, MJF wins. Miz must now retire. This is a way to fully establish MJF as a heel in WWE and to let Miz go film other stuff and have his home life. He'll be back eventually.